Well, hello and welcome, guys. Update 3.2. Many new features have just been updated by Wargaming. First of all, as you can see the page straight away, this is me just literally loading in. I have not done anything other than load into this page. So you're seeing it as I'm seeing it for the very first time. One thing I do know about the 3.2 update is that they have brought in the Battle of the Ardennes in that sense. So, if you don't know what the Battle of the Ardennes is, it's basically the Battle of the Bulge, where basically there was a bit of a greatest time battle within Europe in that sense at that point. And that's why they brought out the new hammer operation for the Tiger with the German Morkins, so the German hero tank. Right, so what we'll do then first of all, we'll just load in. Obviously we'll go straight to multiplayer mode. You can see the new cool features there when you load in. The garage pretty much is exactly the same as what it normally would, well, what you'd expect it to look like. As you can see, straight to the store, let's have a look what tanks are available. Right then, so you got the Mega Pack, which you can basically get the drop the hammer operation with that. Obviously you do get the Tiger 1 tank there as well with 100% crew as well. 25 operation time 3 XP boost as well with the package. So what we do get with this as well. The tank does come with an 88mm cannon as well. Not too bad at all. Right, so 100% trained crew, Deadeye skill, large caliber tank gun rammer, enhanced gun lane drive, improved ventilation class 3. 72 premium shells and 15 highest as well. 1 garage slot, and look at how much premium that was. Double check that again. It's 30 other premium as well. Hammer op. Yeah, wow. So I can see many people at this point will be purchasing this tank without basically doing the operation. As you can see, so many people want it there and then they don't want to wait a couple of days, or should we say a week or two. It would depend on the new one. As you can see, great markings there. The German flag tank. They have basically stores on the barrel as well, and also on the. Importantly, we've got the Hydrostat full tank as well. This is a very good tank. If anybody does or you do purchase it, it is absolutely awesome. My friend's got one on his account. I've used it in that sense. It packs a punch. It's the back end of it looks like a bit like a Porsche that sloped down. There was a bit of an issue with an update. You could see that the tank was, the Ripper was released. The Hydrostat was meant to, Panda 4 Hydrostat was meant to be released at the same time as well, but they've not done that. But now obviously it's out at this point. We've got a Mutant 59. What's this? There we go. Yep, Standard Mutant, everybody knows that one. But therefore, it's a bit of a bundle. It certainly is. Type 59 Ace as well, op. And M6A 2E1 Ace operation as well. So that's a bit of a bonus. Right, so let's have a look at this. As you can see, without a doubt, there's a lot of times 4s and 5 crew XP boosters. So nothing to discuss with that one at all, but what we'll do, I'll look at the German tech tree just in case there's anything that's been released in there. So I've not actually looked at the information on this update as well, so there's no offers there at all. So I'm going to do the first, I'm going to take a little bit of a look of the Ardennes. At this point I really would need somebody to actually allow me to load in as well with them, but that's not going to happen, is it, at all? Right, so create a room. See if the Ardennes is there, shall we? Ooh. Ardennes, yes. We've got Ardennes Assault, Ardennes Encounter. We'll take a look at the other map in a moment, which as far as I'm aware, that's Ruinberg Winter. We'll go that in a moment. So we're going to look at this Ardennes Assault, if it'll allow me to. Right, as you can see at this point, yes, this is an absolute awesome map. This map is actually basically done, as far as I'm aware, on the correct location. As if you do look at this as well, the Battle of the Ardennes, you will see this town there. Okay, you will see this railway track running through it as well. I can't really load in, can I, without somebody involved at this point? But as far as I'm aware, first to update this one. Yeah, so the lobby's open. See if anyone wants to join into it. Right, so what we'll do in the meantime, we'll look at what else is available. So we're looking at the Ruinberg Winter. And yeah, the battle never truly stops, as it states on their website as well. I think it's fitting that we should be taking out a German tank, and I think we should stick with the Tiger actually at this point. It's got to be done, but I'm like one of the first on the server, as far as I'm aware. I've just literally refreshed it and loaded straight in and put the Twitch on. So everything that's going on at the moment, bear with me. Yeah, truly Ruinberg looks awesome in the winter mod. It really does. And from what I can see as well, there might be a few more shelled out buildings as well. But without actually being able to go onto it as well, it's one of those. Let me just see if anybody else is online at this moment in time. It's either physically loaded in. Right, Nikki seems to be online, so what we'll do with Nikki actually, we'll try and put Nikki in if he can get on. Yeah, wow. Ranical's also logging in with the looks of this. Right, I'm going to invite Nick to the portal. Obviously, this is work in progress, boys, so you have to bear with me with this one. Right, updated maps, live oaks as well. The centre of the waterfall, water floor in that sense. I don't know if it's meant to be waterfall or floor, but it's now a traversable swamp. Nicky, welcome, mate. I'm just streaming live, mate, on this new update. I took you an invite. Can you not log in, mate? Are you thinking? Yeah, cool. Cool then. He probably will be buying his new tank, yeah, without a doubt. Right, swamp improvement. Yeah, you have to bear with me a second, Nicky, mate. Yeah, so swamp improvement to the foliage and terrain and decals basically on swamps. Hopefully decals on your tank will be rectified. Seafood line and water variant. A new layout for the field. We're flanking more opportunities than snipers and breakout through the enemy lines as well. So it seems that there's quite a bit set up in this one, where they changed a lot of the shooting lines in that sense, and they've yeah. C3 should be a decent one. They put a few more hills in as far as I'm aware, and a few more shooting opportunities for sniping and an opportunity to break through. Yeah, 4 new total ops as well, and turn 3 active operation boosts as well, so there's a lot of that going around. Do you want to pick a tier 7, Nicky, and we'll load out, mate? We'll have a look at this map for the first time. Just pick up then, anything, mate. It doesn't matter, just pick anything, mate. We'll have a look, won't we? Right, so you're also going to get an improved battle queue screen as well. So when this comes in, from what I can see, there you can see what tiers are in, and then you're going to see a forward feature box in that sense, going to tell you what tank you're actually in as well. So that's a bit of a bonus. So what we'll do then, Nick, we'll actually start loading out straight away, mate. Get straight involved and have a look at this new map for the very first time. Right, so you're going to get a new improvement on the time allowed entering the queue. Total amount of tankers within your matchmaking range. Total amount in the battle queue. Total amount of tankers in the battle queue by tier as well. So that's a feature they're adding into it. Obviously, it was already existing, but they're just making it on it. You're also going to see your selected vehicle class, your selected vehicle tier, the name of your selected vehicle, icon indicating which game type you're in as well. Yeah, it really does look awesome. It really does. New features, obviously, that they are looking quite endless at this point. I'll get to them in a moment in that sense. What we'll have to do with a look at this map.
The enemy's going to try to capture this location.
Wow, yeah, definitely. So it's going to be a lot of forest around with you, a lot of hills in that sense as a backdrop. The terrain so far does feel, yeah, it's quite hard in that sense, so you don't really bog down, do you, Nicky, in that sense. It's quite welcoming. So what we'll do is try and get an aerial, well, as much as we can, a bit of an aerial view, or see what's around us a bit higher up. Yeah, so these are going to be alright for TDs and obviously mediums and so on, and scouts just to pop up and have a little bit of a look around and a bit of a flank and so on. And multiple attack. Yeah, there's multiple attack points in the Nicky. There's multiple. I think on the hill section, yes, it's just going to be about who's fastest to be able to get around these hills, to be able to dodge someone's shells in that sense, or anything that's incoming. So I'm going to go up on the rough terrain, see what we can get up on this section. Yeah. In case you hadn't noticed in that sense, as Nicky just pointed out, this map is absolutely immense. It really is. And I think there's going to be a lot of advantage points in that sense to manoeuvre around on this. Certainly there is. Expect this battle on this battle to last at least 10 minutes. It would last at least 10 minutes, and I'm sure of that, the sheer size of the actual map itself. So yeah, obviously without a doubt, we are having struggling on this terrain as well, so you can get caught out on some of the terrain. What's the flaw on the map, Nick, what you found out, and what section is it? Whereabouts is it, mate? Is it on the rough rockage? Yeah, that's what it's all about, mate. It's about slowing people down to get caught out on this rock section. It's really, if you can, take the corners wide and try and go on with the section without the rocks available around you. Yeah, well, yeah, and I think on this variant as well on the map, which is the assault as well, it's all about the Battle of the Ardennes was assaulting from a town, or defending a town, and simply attacking wooded areas. And I think attacking wooded area, especially on this assault variant of this map as well, would be truly amazing, I think. Because that many people in defence, especially if you've got TDs and artilleries, where you're going to find them and so on as well, that could be an absolute major issue, I'm sure. So obviously Nick is a lot faster than me, he's obviously showing this map a lot quicker than what I can. We're going to go along the central road of this map, just to see what's there as well. But as you can see, the amount of snow that builds up, simply when you're rolling through town and so on, I think they've done wonders with this map. They've done wonders with it. It's brought a bit more realism to this game in that sense, especially on this map. Yeah. As you can see, you're flicking snow out continuously from the tracks, and there's a large amount of snow build up as well. If you do get caught out on this map, you're going to be wanting to flank left and right and just on the other road to avoid it. So there we go, the burnt out, well, I'd say a bit of a bombed out church there as well, so yeah. And I think this water fountain could be actually quite decent for higher turreted vehicles, where they can hide behind it and snipe over it, really, in that sense, also some nice shots in. So we've got a bit of a river on the right hand side of me. We're going to check this thing on the left before the time runs out. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got 50 seconds, and that is pretty much it for this quick run around on this map. I think what we'll do at this point as well, we'll check out the other map as well. Yeah, so this is a railway track. I want to tell you that this is a railway track, and you will find this on Google Images, the actual same layout as what is actually on this point as well. They've kept the map as real as they can do, and obviously they've gone down without a doubt with photographers to get down a better look photos of the actual terrain that's around as well. So yeah. So what we'll do then, we'll simply just maybe roll over Nicky or something, and we'll just come back to the lobby and we'll have a look at the other map. Well, it's not even pushing him, is it? There we go, Nicky. Just roll over the base. Yeah. Right, so we're going to go back in and then we'll have a look at the other map. As far as I'm aware, this should be, like I mentioned a moment ago, we're looking at Scorpion Pass, isn't it? And obviously they've done the Ruinberg Winter. So if we can, we're going to actually go straight to the Scorpion Pass and have a look at this one. This is basically North Africa, as far as I'm aware. So I'm going to take out something a bit faster so we can get around. I'm going to change the map selection so it's Scorpion Pass into it. Run a little bit too far there. No, we haven't. Right, so we're going to go on Scorpion Pass. I don't think there's a... No, there's assault or encounter battle. Or standard battle there. We're going to standard battle. Let's have a look at it. Right then, Nicky. Pick a tank, mate. Something fast if you want to get around a bit quickly in that sense. This North Africa, but I think it could be nice and set for the low tiers. Possibly, we'll have a look. It could be a large terrain map. It's just take it. Yeah, it's a small map from the looks of it, mate. So it might actually be low tiers. We'll double check it. Right, so start battle load out. It don't. Ooh, as you see there, the background's changing as well. It could be a small. It could be, yeah. It could be a little bit like the Italian. Is it like a province? I think it was the Italian province, valley in the middle and the ridge of the buildings. Right, so without a doubt, boys, obviously it is the first look at this map. I don't know if anyone else was streaming it right now, but therefore, as far as I'm aware, we've just loaded tanks and got the stream up straight away, really. Obviously, it will be available on YouTube as well, and obviously do have a little look on there if you do, if you want, basically have a little follow and subscribe as well, and do give it a thumbs up if you do enjoy the video. Right, so first for me, I'm going to go up on the ridge, on the right hand side first of all, and then I'm going to go back down all the way around the other side of the map. We've got... Did I just change this time to 5 minutes on the starting time? Yeah. As you can see, without a doubt, there's going to be a lot of terrain there for hidden vehicles, low profile vehicles, send some shots in. There's quite a lot of indentations in the ground and so on. You will get hulled down. But then again, I think it will be a bigger tier for bigger tier tanks actually, because it's quite large, isn't it, Nicky? It really is. I reckon these could probably see full on tier 10s, but yeah, I think just the detailing of certain things just like that, you can see the detailing on the cliff's face and so on, and obviously the trees coming out of the rock faces and what have you. They've really put a lot of thought and effort into this map. And now what we're going to do at this point, we're going to go up onto a very common vantage point, I'm sure. Or maybe we're not. But as you can see, great for spotting. But it's going to be one of them, if you're in this position, you're not able to pull back to this rock. It's going to slow you down quite a lot. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I mean, it's an awesome feature, it really is. But without a doubt, you're going to fall off that, you're going to know about it. But this is obviously the settlement as well, so that's what I mean. I think the battle's going to be here, to be honest, from each cliff face, I'm sure. You up on that section, us on this section, or if not, it's going to be having a bit of a ding dong this way, I think. And I don't think we've actually stuck as well. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Like, can we get down here without destroying ourselves, or... Is it? Hey up. There we go. Back to garage, Nicky. You've won that, mate. You've won the victory. Yeah. But that's what I mean. It does look awesome. I wish I could spend a bit more time on it in that sense, but we've got 3 maps to do and keep the videos as short as I possibly can, really. Right then, Nicky, so the next one, as far as I'm aware, we're going on to Ruinberg Winter, which I think it really is a good map in it, really, Ruinberg anyway, without the added feature of being winter. But if they've done an improvement, anything like the Ardennes in that sense, it would be awesome, I think. Yeah, so we're going Runeberg Winter. We're gonna go on a standard battle. Make sure I got the correct time on this time, so I can have a bit of a drive around. Advanced options still on 5 minutes. I'm gonna put it on 10 minutes just in case. Save it. Right then, tank selection, Nicky. Some a bit quick. Just I can fly around and look at the graphics really. That's what it's all about at this point. But we're picking tanks and so on, we'll give you a bit more added features that's also being put involved with this as well. So new features. Obviously we got through some of this anyway. Yeah. So update the battle screen. Display relevant information about vehicle in your matching. You can now activate 3 ops. Ops as well as 1 boost. So therefore you can have your boost op as well as 3 ops as well. So that's a bit of a bonus. New warning when attempting into a battle with a vehicle with low ammo. I don't know if I've ever entered a battle with low ammo, but I reckon some do. Probably why they put it in. Spectators now start near the vehicle, players' vehicles, which is for them where they did anyway. There was actually the vehicle. Oh no, they didn't actually. They start to the right or something, didn't they? And then as time ticked down the load into the tank, you get an aerial view. Yeah, I remember that. You can now see vehicles or you on the observed vehicle. Pressing the high/show full map button toggle between squares and circle minimaps. L1 and now circles through pages. The team training setup. So yeah, instead of actually doing it yourself, you can press them instead of using the thumbstick itself. But new Ardennes exclusive winter map, as you've been on in that sense. So we'll then get round to have a look at winter scenario on it as well. But then again, it's going to bring up enough snow as well, like it did on the Ardennes, because that was it looked awesome. It really did. But I don't think the snow build-up's enough. As long as it's more in town. Yeah, that's all it seems to do on this one. Everything's pretty much fallen away, maybe a few more fires here than there, but then again it might be a bit more prominent than what there was before. Yeah, a lot crisper than what it was before. That was the white snow, but then again, the detail on some of the buildings, I don't know if they've been changed. To me, they look a little bit similar. You're a bit more HD, would you say, in that sense, Nicky? You think a bit more HD with a colour change and what have you? Yeah. Well, that for me is... yeah. Yeah, but definitely there's nothing really to see on this one, is there, really, to be honest, from what I've seen. They've just basically changed it as a snow map in that sense. It'd have been alright if they did a bit more features to it, like a few more broken down buildings and so on. Maybe a few more sneaky places here and there to get to and from in that sense. That'd have been alright. They might have put, like I said there, the radio mast. I don't know if that before with the. Yep, that's new. Yeah, they put so they've put something there to say, well, we put a radio mast in here. Here it is. Have a look at it, and that's that. Yeah, it's don't hit this bit, it says. Yeah, there's I think it's a little bit more easier and smooth to actually get around the snow, Nicky, do you not think? Because normally you get stuck on a few things, or you'd... Yeah, but that's what they've done on the PC, and that next variant's coming in, mate, the loss of traction on tanks as well, where you can hit the handbrake in that sense, or e-brake as some may call it, and then spin that tank round. Whether Nicky, can you swing this gun around, mate, and just simply destroy me if you don't mind? There's not really much to say at this point, is there? Oh, the sunshine. Hey, don't waste your shots. You ran out of bullets already? Oh, I'm gonna wait a week for you to reload, have we? Yeah. Can I just ram into you and hopefully die? No. Yeah, right then, so major changes, improving a bit. You watch, be funny.
Penetrate their armor.
Aim me for an ammo rack. There we go. Right then, so improved ability to highlight enemies and friendly vehicles when no direct line of sight. So, as you can appreciate, when there's nothing more than something being frustrating as seeing something in red in that sense, and it's saying yes you can hit it in that sense, and no it's not because it's going to hit a rock or something. I think they've done away with a bit of that, so therefore you just get away from wasting any shots really. So what we'll do, Nick, we just close that down in that sense. The Ardennes looks awesome though, it really does. That's what I mean. There's that much snow on the ground. It just builds up that quick, and it's that thick on it as well. It does look awesome. Right, so we've also got a Fisherman's Bay War, same spawn as standard version. So they're changing spawn on that. Westfield standard move spawns back to the valley after latest art update. So you may be going back to a certain section on that one as well. So we'll do set up the platoon on this one. See what happens with this. They give it a 3-day premium as well, yeah, mate, because I was on 30, then I'm on 31 now, so they've done that because the issue with the update as it's too long. Right, so Ruinberg War move spawn points for balance, because Ruinberg and that, I doubt one of the team got there a little bit more quicker to get all that cover as well, wasn't it? So I think that was a bit of a pain, a bit of an issue. We'll get to these activation ops in a moment anyway. So Sacred Valley, team destruction moves spawn point as well to the hill. Serene Coast, looking at a new setup for flag base and spawns. They just moved quite a lot of spawns in that sense, like highway, standard and highway encounter. I think that it'll need to be rebalanced in that sense because sometime on, I don't know what spawn it'd be, the green spawn, not the green spawn, the one on, is it A0 I think it is? No, sorry. Is it like J or K1 I think it is? That spawn there will get them to the base a lot quicker, yeah. Additional changes, proving grounds. Difficulty now scale to the selected tank battle tier, so I think the difficulty is depending on what tier you'd be on instead of it being set to any, because obviously if you went out in the like a Tiger against all them tanks, difficulty weren't too bad. Went out in IS-7, you run out of shells, so the difficulty is being set to the correct tank, I think. But it's speculation at this point, so I don't really test out things like that, but I should be doing so later on. Scorpion Pass, rocks adjusted for cover in the E7 area, so they've adjusted it, but it's a new map, so I don't know why they put that in there as information, because to me it's a new map, unless it's going off a PC variant, I don't know. Training tanks swapped out. Driving practice M41B, Brazilian Bulldog target practice. Kill and Jag Panzer. Apparently there's only meant to be a new Jag Panzer coming out as well, isn't there? Unless it's one of the ops that you get with the new tank. I don't know if you get 2 tanks or just the one, I'm not too sure, we'll have a look at that in a moment. Bug fixers. Yeah, so there's quite a few bug fixers there, but we're going to keep on going on talking about a few things here and there, but the main thing for me, the concern would be if you're getting hit by anything and you lose your consumables, you're looking at your inscription and so on your tank, then you'd lose things like that, and that'd be a major issue as far as I'm concerned. You pay gold for it, or you lose your stripes on your barrel, which obviously people work hard for the stripes on the barrel to get to the top marks, and they lose things like that. There's no real bug fixes there that are being that cause any issues or anything like that. Improved performance on environment threat effects. Yeah, so I think that's basically some noise in that sense, not much in that sense when you're around certain areas. Fix an issue where the Mosul one-man army achievement were awarded without fulfilling the requirements. So something might be removed from people's accounts, some award that stat filter now probably sorted vehicles by battles. So, as you can see, probably your stack. Let's have a little look. Yeah, I think there's been a bit of a change. I don't know. They don't seem to have sorted that out about battles for me. This is a filter you can put on. You get right to the top. Check out the filter. No. Unless it's your normal highest. They can't be the normal, even the highest heath. That was the case in the Yag Tiger and the Ferdinand bit together, weren't they? So that's not really done anything at all. Right then, so we'll stop talking about what's on the website, what they've been posting about what's on what. We've obviously seen the Scorpion in that Scorpion Path. We've seen Ardennes. To me, I think Ardennes is probably looking like the best map in the game. That's just my opinion of the surrounding features, factors that are being put in that map. What we're going to do anyway at this point, we're simply meaning the rollout. Fingers crossed, this first battle will be on the Ardennes. How awesome would that be? In fact, actually, we'll roll out Nikki, and then mid-roll in that sense, we'll see how it goes. But therefore, I want to keep this video nice and in that sense. So it's basically uploaded straight onto YouTube about the 3.2 update with the Ardennes map in it and so on, and Scorpion Pass. But Scorpion Pass does look good. It could be a favourite for many. The look of it in that sense, but me personally, I do like world style in that sense. I do like a lot of German, and knowing the history of the Ardennes and the Battle of Bulge and so on, then that for me, this is an historical map, and it couldn't get any better than that for me in that sense. So therefore, thumbs up for Wargaming. I think there should be more, and I think there will be more historical map battles brought into effect as well at some point, because I've done really well with this one. I think they should be really praised for that actually. But then again, we've not really been out in it in a battle, so we don't know what it's going to be. They might have to do a few changes here and there depending where people are going to be going with tanks and so on, and where in other words the lemmings go in that sense. A few things there, but figure it out when we get on there. So this stream is very sweet in that sense. Obviously, a lot of information there, and I've looked at it, loaded it in, and that's why it's not really prepared in that sense. But in the stream at this point, we're going to put this on YouTube. If you do want to have a little watch it, you do want to subscribe or anything like that, thumbs up, leave some comments, what you think in that sense, and we'll take it from there. But hope to see you all on the battlefield soon. So there, we'll load out Nikki and therefore the boys. Thank you.